Welcome to Zentara Unlocked, the official podcast of Zentara Blog. In today's podcast, we cover top 10 secrets of how AI, artificial intelligence, actually works. Have you ever talked to a smart speaker, seen a computer program suggest a movie you might like, or watched a robot do something amazing? All of these things are powered by something called artificial intelligence, or AI for short. It sounds super futuristic, like something out of a science fiction movie, but AI is already a big part of our world. But what is AI really? And more importantly, how AI works explained in a way that makes sense. It's not magic, even though sometimes it seems like it. It's actually a clever combination of data, instructions, and a special way for computers to learn. Think of AI as trying to give computers brains that can think and learn, kind of like ours do, but in a very different way. Instead of squishy brains, AI uses code and numbers. It's all about teaching computers to do tasks that normally require human intelligence, like understanding language, recognizing pictures, making decisions, or even creating new things. This article is going to pull back the curtain and reveal the top 10 secrets behind what is artificial intelligence for kids and how these smart computer programs actually get things done. We'll break down the basic concepts of AI using simple analogies and examples you can understand. Ready to unlock the secrets? Let's dive in. 1. Secret. First, it all starts with data, the building blocks. Imagine you want to teach a computer to recognize cats. How would you do it? Just like you learned what a cat is by seeing lots of them, fluffy ones, short-haired ones, big ones, small ones, AI needs to see lots and lots of examples too. This is where training data for AI comes in. Data is the first big secret. Think of data as the ingredients in a giant recipe book for AI. If you want to bake a cake, you need flour, sugar, eggs, and milk, right? For AI, the ingredients are information. If you're teaching AI to spot cats, the data would be thousands, even millions of pictures of cats. And just as importantly, pictures of things that aren't cats. If you're teaching it to understand speech, the data would be recordings of people talking. This data is the fuel that powers AI. The more good, diverse data an AI system has, the better it can learn and the smarter it can become at its specific task. Without data, AI is just an empty shell. It needs all this information to understand the world around it, or at least the part of the world you want it to focus on. So, the first big secret is that AI isn't born smart. It becomes smart by studying massive amounts of data, learning from every single piece it sees. 2. Secret 2. Algorithms. The AI's instruction manual. Once you have all that data, your ingredients, you need a recipe to tell you what to do with them, right? In AI, this recipe is called an algorithm. Algorithms are the second big secret behind how AI works explained. Think of an algorithm as a detailed, step-by-step instruction manual for the computer. It's a set of rules and procedures that tell the AI exactly what to do with the data it receives. Going back to our cat example, an algorithm would be the specific steps the AI takes to look at a picture and decide if it's a cat or not. It might involve looking for certain shapes, textures, or patterns that are common in cat pictures. These algorithms are created by people, AI scientists and programmers. But the amazing thing is that the algorithms allow the AI itself to learn and improve over time. It's like giving the AI a basic cooking recipe, but then the recipe has instructions on how to get better at cooking the more it practices. There are many different types of AI algorithms explained, each designed for different kinds of tasks, like sorting information, making predictions, or finding connections in data. They are the brains of the operation, processing the data according to their specific instructions. 3. Secret 3. Machine learning, teaching computers to learn. This is perhaps one of the most exciting secrets. Machine learning's simple definition. Machine learning is a big part of what is artificial intelligence for kids. It's the core idea of teaching computers to learn from data without being explicitly programmed for every single possibility. Imagine you're learning to ride a bike. No one gives you a step-by-step instruction manual for every single situation you might encounter, a bump, a slight turn, a hill. Instead, you learn by trying, falling sometimes, and adjusting based on what happens. That's machine learning. Instead of a programmer writing millions of lines of code telling the computer exactly what to do in every scenario, they create a machine learning algorithm. This algorithm allows the computer to look at the data like pictures of cats and non-cats and figure out the patterns and rules for itself. The more data it sees, the better it gets at finding these patterns and making accurate decisions or predictions. It's like the computer is practicing, until it becomes really good at the task you set for it. This ability to learn and improve from experience without constant human reprogramming is what makes AI so powerful. 4. Secret fourth, training. AI goes to school. Just like students go to school to learn, AI systems need to go through a process called training. This is the critical step where the machine learning algorithm gets to work on the data. Think of training as the AI's focused study time. During training, the AI system is fed massive amounts of labeled data. For our cat example, it would be shown thousands of pictures, each one clearly labeled cat or not a cat. The algorithm processes these images, trying to identify features that consistently appear in the cat pictures, but not in the not a cat pictures. Initially, the AI will make mistakes. It might think a small dog is a cat or fail to recognize a hairless cat. But during training, the algorithm adjusts itself based on these errors. It's like a student getting feedback on a test and learning from their wrong answers. The goal of training is to refine the algorithm's internal settings so that it can accurately identify patterns in new unseen data. This process can take a lot of time and computing power as the AI crunches through all that information, iteratively improving its ability to perform the specific task it's being trained for. Successful training is key to a well-performing AI system. 5. Secret fifth, neural networks inspired by your brain. One of the most powerful tools AI uses for learning is something called a neural network. Don't worry, it's not a real brain, but it's designed to work in a way that's inspired by how our own brains work. Think of a neural network as a complex web of interconnected nodes or neurons, much like the billions of neurons in your brain. These nodes are arranged in layers. When data is fed into the first layer, the input layer, it passes through the connected nodes in the hidden layers and finally reaches the output layer, where the AI makes a decision or prediction. Each connection between nodes has a weight, a number that determines how much influence one node has on another. During the training process, the AI adjusts these weights. It's like tuning a complex musical instrument to get the sound just right. The neural network learns to recognize complex patterns by strengthening or weakening the connections between different nodes as it processes the training data. This makes neural networks for beginners sound complicated, but the core idea is pattern recognition through interconnected simple units, allowing AI to handle very complex tasks like understanding images, speech, and even translating languages. 6. Secret and 6. Finding patterns. AI as a super detective. At its core, a lot of how AI works is about being an incredibly efficient pattern finder. Think of AI as a super detective, constantly looking for connections and regularities in the vast amounts of data it analyzes. Imagine you have a massive pile of socks and you want to find all the matching pairs. A human could do this, but it would take a long time. An AI, using the right algorithms and trained on sock data, could do it much faster. It learns what makes two socks a pair by analyzing features like color, size, and pattern. This pattern finding is fundamental to many AI tasks. When a streaming service suggests a movie you might like, it's because the AI has found patterns in your viewing history and the viewing histories of millions of other people. It sees that people who liked movies A, B, and C also tended to like movie D. And since you liked A, B, and C, it predicts you'll like D too. When AI is used in healthcare, it looks for patterns in medical images that might indicate a disease. It's all about finding meaningful relationships hidden within the data, allowing the AI to make informed guesses, classifications, or predictions that would be difficult or impossible for a human to do at scale. 7. Secret 7. Making predictions and decisions. One of the main goals of many AI systems is to make predictions or decisions. Once an AI has been trained on data and has learned to recognize patterns, it can use this knowledge to make educated guesses or choose a course of action when presented with new information. Think about a weather forecast. Meteorologists use lots of data, temperature, wind speed, air pressure, and complex models to predict the weather. AI works in a similar way, but often on much more specific tasks. For example, an AI trained on stock market data might try to predict if a stock price will go up or down. An AI in a self-driving car needs to make split-second decisions. Should it turn left, right, brake, or accelerate? The AI makes these predictions and decisions based on the patterns it learned during training. When it sees new data, like a picture it hasn't seen before, it compares it to the patterns it knows and makes a conclusion. For example, if it's trained on cat pictures and sees a new picture, it analyzes the features and calculates the probability that it matches the cat pattern. If the probability is high enough, it decides it's a cat. This ability to apply learned knowledge to new situations is a key aspect of how computers learn and allows AI to be useful in many real-world applications. 8. Secret 8. Feedback and improvement, learning from mistakes. Imagine you're learning to play a video game. You try something, and if it works, you remember it. If it doesn't work, you lose a life. You learn not to do that next time. AI systems also learn from their mistakes through a process involving feedback and improvement. After an AI system makes a prediction or decision on new data, it often receives feedback on whether it was correct or not. In the training phase, this feedback is explicit, e.g., no, that wasn't a cat. It was a dog. In real-world applications, the feedback might be less direct, but the system can still learn. For instance, if a recommendation engine suggests a movie you watch, that's positive feedback. If you ignore the suggestion or stop watching after a few minutes, that's negative feedback. This feedback loop is crucial for the AI's continued improvement. Based on whether its predictions or decisions were right or wrong, the underlying algorithms and the connections within neural networks are adjusted. This allows the AI to become more accurate and reliable over time, even after its initial training is complete. It's a continuous cycle of trying, getting feedback, and refining its approach, making AI systems dynamic and capable of adapting to new information. 9. Secret 9th. Different types of AI. Not all AI is the same. When people talk about AI, they might be thinking of everything from a talking robot to a program that plays chess. But there are actually different basic concepts of AI, and not all AI is created equal. Most of the AI systems we interact with today are what's called narrow AI, or weak AI. This type of AI is designed and trained for a specific task. For example, the AI that recommends videos on YouTube is very good at that one job, but it can't hold a conversation or drive a car. A self-driving car's AI is great at navigating roads but can't write a story. Narrow AI is all around us and is becoming increasingly sophisticated within its limited domain. The kind of AI you see in science fiction movies, often called general AI or strong AI, is something much closer to human intelligence, an AI that could understand, learn, and apply its intelligence to any problem just like a person can. This type of AI is still mostly theoretical and is a subject of ongoing research. Understanding that there are different levels and types of AI helps clarify what current AI systems are capable of and what is still a goal for the future. Deset. Secret #10. AI still needs humans. Here's a comforting secret. Even with all this amazing technology, AI still relies heavily on humans. While AI can do incredible things, it doesn't work in a vacuum. Humans are needed at almost every step of the process. People design the algorithms that tell the AI how to learn. People collect, clean, and label the massive datasets needed for training. Remember the cat pictures? Humans set the goals for what the AI should achieve and evaluate its performance. If an AI system starts making biased or incorrect decisions, it's up to humans to identify the problem and try to fix it, often by providing better data or adjusting the algorithm. Furthermore, the most creative and strategic uses of AI often come from humans understanding what AI is capable of and figuring out how to apply it to solve real-world problems. AI is a powerful tool, like a hammer or a computer, but it needs a skilled person to wield it effectively. So while AI is getting smarter, it's important to remember that human intelligence, creativity, and guidance are still essential to its development and successful use. Understanding how computers learn with AI helps us see the partnership between humans and machines. And that's a wrap for this episode of Zintara Unlocked. We hope you enjoyed it, but the journey doesn't end here. To see the visuals that accompany this discussion, read the full article at your own pace, and discover our curated list of books for further reading, with links to easily find them. Head straight over to zentara.blog. That's ZENTARA.blog. While you're there, explore the other 5 new articles we published today, and check out our weekly ebooks compiling our most popular topics. Don't forget to subscribe to Zintara Unlocked so you don't miss any of our 6 daily episodes. Thanks for listening, and keep that curiosity alive.